friends, we have our guest today, Colonel Aditya Singhal, and he has over 33 years of experience in Indian Army. And today we are in conversation with him, and he's gonna guide us, bring his expertise and wisdom, guidance towards us. So I hand over to Colonel, just share his life experience first of all with us. Colonel, you're welcome on the show. Please, Colonel.
Hi, Priyanka.
Hi.
First of all, I want to thank you to give me an opportunity to appear in your show and share my experiences with the audience. And it is a learning experience for me also because I am also new in this field of digital correction and digital platform. And so I'm really grateful to you for having me called over to your show here. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, guys, I'm Colonel Aditya Singhal. I joined the army in June 1987. I joined my regiment that time after passing out from Indian Military Academy, Dehradun. And over the last few years, almost about 33 years of journey I had in the army. I served in various operational areas. I served in various locations and gained a lot of experience in different fields. Incidentally, I got commissioned to Armored Regiment. My parent unit is 68 Armored Regiment. And for those of you, what is an armored regiment? We have tanks. So you must have heard about Arjun, T-72, T-90.
Yes.
So I'm a tank man basically.
Okay.
And so I joined my regiment in July 1987. I got commissioned on 13 June 87, and then we get a little bit of a break from once we pass out from the academy. Then I went and joined my regiment. That time, my unit was in Ambala, and I got commissioned as a second lieutenant. Those days we used to start with a second lieutenant, and then slowly and gradually I kept on getting my promotions and ranks, and you had to first prove yourself to your men about your mettle, because you are going to lead them, and you had to send a personal example. That was very important thing which was ingrained into us right from the day we joined the academy. And discipline is it is like a habit. So discipline, then spirit, camaraderie with your men, and it is like your first family, because once you leave your home, when you join the army, whether you join as a Jawan or as an officer, you are leaving your parents and your near and dear ones at their home, and you are spending your entire time with your men. So we are interacting with each other not only during the office hours, but also other ways during what we call off parade hours. So we do physical training with them. We do our professional training with them. Then we play games with them. When I joined the regiment, we were, as a young second lieutenant, we were required to play each and every troop game with them, whether it is basketball, football, hockey, volleyball. And whether you know how to play or do not know how to play, it doesn't matter. You have to play with them. You have to prove yourself. And then we had various physical training and physical tests. You have to prove to them that you are better than them in every aspect. Then only you will get their respect. And that is one part. Secondly, professionally, like for a tank, we generally have a crew of 3 persons. You have a driver, you have a gunner, and a commander. So when I joined, I was a troop leader. I had 3 tanks under me, and I have a team of about 12 odd people under me. And so I had to learn not only how to drive a tank, how to carry out maintenance. I have to also learn how to fire, and I also have to learn how to command. And as a troop leader, you have 3. And so you spend your entire day in, day out with your men. It's like if you go into a war, only person who's going to look after you is your gunner and driver who's with you on your tank and your immediate men.
Yes.
And so learn to, that was a very important thing which was ingrained us into our right from day one. And so we had to learn each and everything about and each and every man who's under you as a troop leader. You had to learn. We used to learn about themselves, from where they come from, about their families, about their parents, about their village where they belong to. And it was like we had to maintain a diary wherein we used to keep a record, and anybody can ask you anytime. If you do not, you're not able to reply about them, then you had to
Undergo punishment.
undergo a test again.
Okay.
Not exactly a punishment, but it was so that you have to, like they say, you have to know your men. That is the biggest first thing which is important in the army, because then second is professionally you have to be better than them.
Mm-hmm.
Then only you will be able to get their respect, and then only they'll
Yes, accept you
fully
as a
cooperate
leader.
with.
Yeah, yeah. So, Colonel,
Absolutely, they'll accept you as a leader.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
Colonel, I'll come to the
So that
second
was
question.
that is the junior most level, like that is the juniorest, like that is the starting point, like at the for the officer when you join. And as you grow, then you number of people under you keep on increasing, number of equipment
Yeah.
increasing, and so
Yes.
accordingly you keep on. So your responsibilities increase,
Increases.
and everything you learn all the way on a journey upwards.
Definitely.
So that
So,
was the
Colonel,
beginning of my,
yeah,
yeah,
I want to ask
yeah,
about like youth who want to join Indian Army. So, where should they
yeah.
start from? Like, and what are the key traits they should develop so that they are
See,
fit for this service?
so there are two ways for the youngsters today to join the army. One is immediately after you finish your 12th, you can join the NDA, National Defense Academy in Khadagbasla. For that, you have to have cleared your 12th standard. Then you have to write an exam which is conducted by UPSC. It is an entrance exam which covers your science, math, general knowledge, social studies,
It's
and
CDS.
English. CDS is after graduate. NDA is a separate exam
It's a
that you do
separate issue.
immediately after
Okay.
you finish your wealth. Yeah. So that is one. So that is one type of entry. So you join the NDA, National Defense Academy. You can join Army, you can join Navy, you can join Air Force. You can appear for all the three. Only difference between Army, Navy, and Air Force is for Air Force and Navy, you have to be a science student. PCM.
Okay.
It's compulsory.
Okay.
Whereas if you want to join the army, then even if you are a commerce or you are a humanities student, then also you can join, provided you have cleared your first is your written exam. Once you clear the written exam, then you have to undergo what you call is the SSB, or the Services Selection Board interview. So wherein it is about 4 to 5 days process. The centers are in Bhopal and Allahabad and Bangalore. These are the three main centers, service selection centers. So once you clear the written exam, you'll get a call for the interview. You have to go there, go through the entire process. Once you get clear that part, then you have to undergo a medical examination. Once you clear the medical examination, then you are okay, yes, you have cleared, you're ready to, then they prepare a merit list. And once the merit list is declared, so you join the NDA. That is one entry. Another entry for youth, especially who are in 12th, 11th, 12th, and who are science students.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
this is known as technical entry, wherein if you have scored more than 25% marks in your 12th board examination, then you don't have to write a written exam. You have to give your application. They will call you for the interview. SSB interview process same. Once you have cleared that, then you can join and it is called as Cadet Training Wing and Officers Training Academy. So here what you do is you join the technical rounds. Like for example, signals, core of EME, electrical and mechanical engineers, and core of engineers. These are the three main technical rounds wherein you have to be a science student to join
Okay.
these. Whereas for armored core, infantry, even artillery, even if you're an arts or commerce student, you can still opt for them. And similarly, but for Navy and Air Force, there's no this thing. You have to be a science student, PCM.
Yeah, PCM.
That is compulsory. Similarly, Navy and Air Force has also the similar kind of scheme wherein you can go directly and give your interview and join as a technical. So there's one is through NDA, one is directly. And one more thing is about this entry is that once you finish your training, so you do 3 years in NDA. Once you pass out from India, then you go to IMA, that is Indian Military Academy, Dehradun. There you go undergo a training for 1 year. And once you finish that, then you get commissioned as a lieutenant now. So that is the thing. So you have a total of 4 years of training, and you get a degree of graduation, either science, a BSc, BA, or BSc Communications through JNU. So that is what is. So you get you're in India, you get academic training so that you get a graduation degree, plus you also get the military training which is required for you to join the army. And for Air Force and Navy, you get an engineering degree. You get a degree of BTech. So you have a 4-year course and you get a proper BTech in electric engineer, mechanical engineer, or some similar kind of a thing. And another thing which I told you about the technical entry scheme, there again also go through that, you get a BTech degree and you join one of these things.
Great.
Yeah.
So we got
that
to
is one.
Yeah. Yes. So
another entry is like another is if you suppose you are not able to clear your NDA exam. So after you finish your graduation, then you can appear for the CDS. And so once you clear the CDS, then SSB, then you would go directly to IMA, and then you have a 1.5 years training. And in addition, all those who are who are pursuing engineering as a degree, any field, so they have another scheme called University Entry Scheme, wherein in your 3rd year you apply for the joining the armed forces. You undergo a process. They come to the campus, do those campus selection, then you undergo the SSB process, and then you directly join as a technical graduate.
Okay, there are multiple layers of entry, and depending
there are
on
multiple layers also. And one more thing is, as a graduate entry, like if you join to IMA or NDA, then you get a permanent commission. There is one more entry which is called short service commission, wherein which is OTA Chennai. So that is earlier used to be 5 years. Now I think it is around 9 or 10 years. So then after you finish that basic thing, then option is you can either leave or you can request for getting a permanent commission. So that will depend upon your performance in those 5 years.
Yeah,
and for women, for girls,
please,
especially, is that they can, right as of now, they can only join the armed forces after finishing their graduation. It can be either plain arts, science graduates, or they can be technical graduates also, like they can be BTech or BCom or even law graduates.
Okay.
So then they join directly. They have to write an exam. They have to give the interview, and they join OTA Chennai for joining a training. And they undergo a training for 9 months, and then they get commissioned to the army. And similarly for Air Force and Navy, they have the similar system wherein you have to be a graduate, but you have to be a technical graduate for Air Force and Navy. You have to be BTech.
Yes.
So
technical
this is the main thing. Yeah. And there's one more entry which a lot of people may not be aware, is through NCC. If you have been in NCC, you are a NCC C certificate holder. Then you do not have to write a written exam. You directly go for the SSB interview. And if you clear that SSB interview, you can go directly join the OTA, Officer Training Academy, Chennai, both for girls and boys.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. So like there are multiple channels we can enter.
Multiple challenges are there, multiple choices are there. Now it is up to you. You want to, like, for example, for if you are hardcore, like I have to join the armed forces only. So best thing is to try to NDA or immediately after 12. If for some reason I am not able to clear a SSB, then the other options you join after graduation.
Yeah, and then you have got university level, and you can make it. Yes,
absolutely. Yes. Okay. Provided you have the passion, you have the fire within that. I want.
Keeps you like.
And there's no and there's no such thing. I have come across a lot of people who feel it is very difficult to join the armed forces. It is not difficult, provided you have the basic qualities. Now, basic qualities, like right now I cannot tell you, because you have, when SSB interview, they have some psychological tests, they have your interview, they have some tasks. So based on that, they see your overall personality. And in army, you don't want geniuses. You don't want geniuses to join the army. You want an average person who is a balanced person who can go work as part of a team.
Yes.
And and as far as the leadership qualities are concerned, some are inbuilt, some can be developed as you grow in your service.
Okay.
That is it. Yeah.
All right. So Colonel, what all are the hurdles and challenges you faced during your training period and this journey?
So if we start from the training period, when you join the academy, you're like, when you land up in the academy on the first day, you are like everyone else. You may be a top rank holder in your school or college. You may be a just about average, or you must have got maybe have got a third division in your. It doesn't matter. Once you join the academy, everybody is at the equal platform. They're all same. There's no genius, there's no average person, there's no thing. That is one part. Secondly, as far as your economical background, your family background is concerned, whether you may be from a very high income family, you may be from very low, it doesn't matter. There everybody is same. And the first thing what we are focusing, which is focused in our training, is that you have to gel with the crowd. You have to be part of the team. So first thing is done is you do in addition to your normal physical exercises, military training, drill, and all those things. You have these toughening sessions wherein you are trained to break your ego.
Oh, interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah. Otherwise, like if I go, okay, I was a topper in my college, so I'm above everybody. I'm God's own type. So there you cannot. So you have to be. You have
So
to
this
merge with
attitude
the.
matters a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is all cooperation, camaraderie, and it is like working with each other as a team. And automatically your leadership qualities will emerge.
Perfect.
When the situation arises, your leadership qualities will emerge. So when the SSB is conducted, all these tests are aimed in such a manner they get to know when you're working as a part of a team. Like you have group discussion for joining for MBA. So in the group discussion, they give you a topic, and then somebody starts. Somebody speaks in the middle. Somebody waits till the end and sums up the whole thing.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
And there'll be some people who would want to keep on taking chances. They may not allow others to speak. So all those things are taken seen as to how and not only do you have to give chances to everybody, you have to respect everybody's views also, and encourage each other. Like what we are doing, we are doing collaborative learning. We are talking about. We are helping each other to develop and evolve and learn from each other. Teamwork is very, very important in this. So that is one very, very big lesson which we learn right in the academy. In addition to other things like your physical training, physical toughness, your sports and games, you play all games. You have to play each and every game. And you may excel in one or two, but you have to participate in all games. You have to participate in all activities. You have to learn swimming. You have to learn horse riding. You have to obviously firing, and those are part of your thing. Drill is very important because that is the most thing. That is the thing which teaches you discipline, your entire personality. Your bearing is shown with that drill part. And of course, you have your other training related to military subject and your general knowledge and all those things. So that you are also abreast with the latest what is happening outside around the world.
Right.
That is also very important, especially in that digital age that we are. Yeah.
Perfect. So it is a complete transformation of personality, Colonel. Once a
Absolutely.
person enters into Indian
Absolutely,
Army, it's like
absolutely. You like you'll find that a person when he may be X type of personality before in school or college, once he or she joins the armed forces, irrespective of the army, navy, air force, anything, and once you meet him or her, you will find there will be a drastic change in his appearance, in his or her appearance or bearing, and the way they talk to you, the way there are certain basic etiquettes and training also is very important. Basic discipline, basic what you call that, basic etiquette, like we call soft skill in the corporate world.
yeah, yes, yes.
How to carry yourself,
Stuff.
how
Yes,
to talk to
perfect.
people,
Yeah.
all those things are taken care of.
So
Yeah,
you become a person, I would say. Yes.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Colonel, I would also request you to please advise the youth. What is your like taking from this entire journey? Is it like everybody?
So
Is it Navy for few people, for some for not? Like, is it reserved for certain people or anyone
no,
can?
no.
Is it
There's
like?
no reservation in the best part of the armed forces is there's no reservation of any kind for anyone.
Hmm.
So if you have firstly, if you have the will, if you have the fire in your belly to join, and you said, I have to join, and I have that. So like earlier, you remember we used to say, I want to serve the nation.
Yeah.
That was
Yes.
the standard. Why do you want to join the armed forces? I want to serve the nation. But one thing I realized, I was part of NCC for 4 years. There we used to train NCC cadets, both the school who were the junior division and those the college students who were the senior division cadets, girls and boys. So we used to train them also, in addition to their normal training, we also used to train them for facing the SSB interview, because they have to go directly. They don't have a written exam. So when we used to ask them, what is your, why do you want to join the armed forces? So first answer was, I want to serve the nation. So we said, serve the nation is secondary. There should be something else.
Yeah.
Even if
Yes.
you are working as a IAS officer or even any other profession, you are still serving the nation. If you're an IT guy, if you're working in the private sector, you're contributing towards the
To the nation.
development of the nation in your own way. So
Exactly.
serve the nation is a very, very
Yeah.
generic.
Yeah.
But in what way? Another thing which is very important is you should be ready to face the life challenges, because the life is not as easy in the armed forces as it is outside. There are lots of challenges. You have to follow a strict routine. You have to follow a particular line, and you have to remain within those uh, rules of
Yes.
engagement,
Yes.
or what you can call, and that you cannot break. And that is very important, because the thing is the men you are you're commanding when you join your unit, whether it is the Navy, Air Force, or Army, and so they are looking at you, they are observing you 24 hours in a day,
Mm.
both while you are on parade with them and while you are otherwise also. So they say they see how you behave with them, how you
Yeah.
behave with your colleagues, how you
Exactly.
present yourself, how, and so it is very important that in front of your men you have to be totally present yourself as a totally upright person, who is
Walk the
they
talk.
should take it as a role model. Like they say, leaders have to lead by example.
Yeah.
So we also have to lead by example 24/7.
Hours. Yeah.
Uh,
So you
yeah,
walk the talk 24/7.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yes.
It is very important.
So it's like breaking the barriers, breaking your own resistances. It's like facing
Absolutely.
yourself. I mean, yes.
It
And
is very important.
it is, yeah. And it is quite tough, a challenge, because you face your own resistances and you feel like, no, not today. I don't want to do that.
And
But
there's so many times,
keep
there's so many
pushing.
times like may want to take a break. Yeah, I want to take a break. I want to, but
Yeah.
when you're in the unit, when you're in front of the men, you cannot take a break. You're 24. But yes, when you come home on leave, then you can let your hair loose, and you can do with your friends, and you can relax and chill, as we call it in today's term. You can chill out with
Yeah.
your friends. But
Yes.
when you are in the unit, when especially you are with your men, you have to follow a certain
Maintain that.
decorum. Yeah,
Yeah.
that thing. That is very, very important. Not only with your men, with your colleagues, and even with your seniors also.
Yeah.
So that is inbuilt. You have to respect. You may have a difference of opinion. So you can express your opinion. But once an order has been given, you have to follow it, irrespective of whether you like it or not.
Exactly.
Now things are changing because of the development of the technology. Society has changed, so many things have changed. But earlier, like especially in the British Army, if it was a common phrase, not to question why, what to do and die.
Yeah.
That is the ultimate thing.
Cliche.
One that. Second thing is when we pass out from the academy, where you must have, if you see safety, honor, and this thing of our country is first, always, and ever. Then is a man, and your own safety, honor, and safety is the last priority. So when I am joined, the badge which I am wearing on my head, I have to forever. I have to keep that in mind.
It's
I have
honor
to
forever.
So that that I do not do anything which brings disrepute to either me, my men, my unit, my armed forces.
Yeah.
That is the thing which
you have to hold on until
absolutely.
Until you wear it.
Retire till even not only then, even after you retire, then also you follow
it is then ingrained.
If you see in the background, in my background, these colors, gray, maroon, navy blue, are my regimental colors.
Oh, wow.
So
awesome.
it is like we feel so proud. We always, anything related to my unit, it is a matter of pride for every person.
Definitely. This is something, yes. So Colonel, last words, any advice to the youth? You have got that fire, belly, passion. If you want to serve nations, definitely. Apart from this, what else would you like to comment on?
I would say ki whatever you do in your life, whatever profession you choose to follow, whether you want to join the armed forces, whether you want to go into the IT sector, whether you want to start up your own thing. Firstly, you gain expertise in your field. You be the master of that, and you have to excel. And the thing is, you're not doing it for anybody else. You're doing it for yourself. Because if you are getting satisfaction in whatever you are doing, that is very important. And at times these days we have seen, after COVID, we have seen so many cases wherein people are going into depression, and they are not able to follow their passion. So so many things have come, so many issues are there.
Lifestyle problems, yes.
The lifestyle problems are there, and biggest thing is that your time is very less. So you have to whatever you do, you have to excel in that. That is the ultimate. And give all your heart and soul into that. Yeah, absolutely. That is very important.
Perfect, Colonel. That was a very informative session, and I will request all the viewers. And it is a hearty thank you from all the viewers and myself, Colonel, for taking out time for us and guiding us through your wisdom and experience. Guys, if you want personal guidance, experience, and more questions if you have, I will straight away give the link to the Colonel's channel, because he has taken up the cost to help you guys with his own experience. So links will be provided in the description box. Please go ahead and check it, and Colonel is there to help you and
absolutely anytime.
Definitely. So thank you, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Colonel. Thank you once.
Thank you, Priyanka. Thank you very much. Bye.